How's it going, folks? CR here. And, for those of y'all who've been in the gun debate in the U.S., the Second Amendment debate in the U.S. for quite some time, one of the things you'll notice is that there is an incessant amount of lying coming out of the gun controllers. It doesn't matter if they are like way up here, like a talking head or a Congress creature or anything like that, or even the President of the United States, or if they're down here at the bottom of the rung, your average gun control activist. There's an incessant amount of lying coming from them. And it's not just simple mistakes, it's not just stuff that anyone can easily be wrong about. It's just real hard to disprove. It's about stuff that, we already have laws on the books for, either a Google search can do it, you know, can dispel that lie, or even just walking into a gun store at a lot of the times can dispel that lie. And the tweet I'm about to show you here came out this morning from a senator. Now, this is especially egregious. This person is somebody who makes the laws, who should know better before he starts tweeting, and yet it's like he doesn't care whether or not he knows better. So I'm going to show you the tweet. Okay, so let's start off with Guatemala. A claim the gun controllers like to make is that countries south of our U.S. border, despite having restrictive gun laws and still have a higher violent crime rate, higher homicide rate than we do. Well, the reason why that is not because their gun laws don't work. It's simply because the criminals just buy their guns from the U.S. and bring them across the border. And by the way, if we had more gun laws in the U.S., that would suddenly stop. Again, this claim is made by gun controllers, like the senator who made this claim here. And guess what? There's no evidence to back it up. So, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about trying to sit there and go into a whole diatribe on how to explain it. Though I do want to point out it's very funny that many of these same people that make this claim also don't want to do anything to increase security at our borders, nor do these people, in many cases, want to actually acknowledge our borders. It's really funny how these people's minds work. You know, they claim to not believe in borders, many of them, up until a firearm isn't involved, and then borders are these sacred things. Think back to last summer in Kyle Rittenhouse. The funny, these same people who claimed no borders, no walls, and borders are just social constructs, and crossing a border shouldn't be a crime and all that. These are the very same people. Now all of a sudden the border became a sacred boundary when it came to this person. And just like supposedly borders are a sacred boundary when it comes to firearms, but not until then. So, but the part I do want to address is the gun show portion and the online gun sales portion. Chris Murphy is most definitely lying on this one. I cannot imagine him being a lawmaker, not doing any sort of research whatsoever into what the laws actually are, and then coming out and making this statement. Especially after so many people on my side of the aisle have explained how the law works on this already, and especially seeing the fact that if Chris Murphy wanted to do so, he could go to the ATF and inquire about what the law actually was. But he didn't do that. Well, he might have done that and still lied anyway. You know, I'm willing to bet the latter is most definitely true. You know, gun shows and online gun sales work the same way as going into an FFL and picking them up. In fact, when you order online, you still have to go into an FFL and pick that rifle up. And the laws do apply there. I know I bought 2 firearms online this year. This is one of them. Actually, this video is a good excuse to show off my new POFP 415 Edge Generation 4. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I just ordered this online. Well, actually, I ordered this online a little while back, and it came into the FFL, and well, did all the process. Oh, with the exception of the NICS check in Texas, if you have a license to carry, you have it with you and your driver's license with you. All you have to do is fill out the 4473. The FFL copies your driver's license and your LTC down, and you don't have to go through the NICS check, which saves me time and money, which I really like. But yeah, the background check has already been conducted on you, and it's constantly being conducted on you as a license to carry holder in Texas. That's why being a license to carry holder will get you out of the NICS check at FFLs, period. But in no case on an online gun sale are they allowed to mail it to your home. That's illegal. With that being said, gun shows, yep, still works the same as FFLs. What people like Chris Murphy may be referring to, in fact, they are referring to this, they just don't want to say it outright, is transfers between people who are not FFLs. Yes, if there's somebody in Texas I want to sell a firearm to, because I just got tired of it, or maybe they really like it and want to give me a good amount of money for it, or something of that nature, as long as I don't know they're a prohibited person and have no reason to believe they're a prohibited person, the sale is legal on my end. Now, if you are a prohibited person, it doesn't matter. You're not legally allowed to possess that firearm. Basically, how the law works is I want to sell to a friend. I know they're not a prohibited person. Don't have any reason to believe they're a prohibited person. That's perfectly legal. Now when it comes to crossing state lines, the laws get a little bit more complicated. So that's the same as a gun show. And if you're doing this online, say one of your buddies told you about a gun they were selling on Facebook, or a friend of theirs was selling on Facebook, even though I don't think they allow you to sell a gun on Facebook, but say on some internet forum, hey, I'm in Texas, I'm looking to buy X firearm, and somebody on the website says, hey, well, I have this model of firearm. I'm also in Texas. Where you at? Oh, I'm in Northeast Texas. Well, same here. Let's go meet up. Yeah, I mean, that's a private transfer. Furthermore, they still can't mail you the firearm. The transfer has to take place face to face. So, with that being said, I do not see a problem with that. The fact of the matter is that we have all sorts of things that don't require near the amount of paperwork or have near the amount of restrictions placed on them. Why should it be any different for firearms? Hopefully, I've driven this point home with this. I mean, even though I know this video ain't going to get a whole hell of a lot of views, and it don't matter how many times people on my side of the aisle point this out, this lie, it doesn't seem to die. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all take her easy out there and have a great day.